If I had a personal shopper, what would I have him get?
Hey, Random Man. I got you that copy of La La Land on Blu-ray that you wanted.
Aw, thanks. Wait, how'd you get this already? This isn't out for like another month.
I know a guy. He gets these kind of things. Speaking of which, gotta go.
Okay. Anyway, what is up, everybody? Random Man here, bringing you my review for Personal Shopper. Now, the plot basically follows Maureen, played by Kristen Stewart, a personal shopper for a known celebrity whose twin brother, Louis, recently passed away. In that event, they promised to each other that if either one of them dies first, they would make contact with each other in the afterlife. Going into this movie, I was initially a bit iffy based on the trailers because I thought it looked like some independent art housey ghost story type of film with Kristen Stewart in there. However, that is apparently not the case. I was also a bit interested too, aside from Stewart being in the film, because Olivier Assayas directed it. And Stewart previously worked with Assayas on Clouds of Sils Maria, one of my absolute favorite movies of 2015. What I can say undeniably is that Kristen Stewart is amazing in this movie. She simply gives the best performance of her entire career. Now, I previously thought that with Clouds of Sils Maria, for which, fun fact, she actually won the French Oscar equivalent for the Caesar Best Supporting Actress. She was the first American woman to do so, might I add. So, given how great she was in Sils Maria, once again, I thought she was even better in Personal Shopper. Her phenomenal turn as this lonely personal shopper who longs to be someone else while also having to communicate with spirits in trying to say her last goodbyes to her brother. It seems like it's a very hokey or very sappy concept, but the range of emotions that Kristen Stewart does display really makes her an identifiable character to feel for. Now, there's been a lot of jokes with her saying that she cannot act. She's really not been in that many good movies, many of them stemming off of her being seen in the Twilight movie franchise. But to me, I do think she is a good actress, and give her in the right role, she delivers a great performance. The supporting cast around Stewart also do solid jobs, including one actor I did recognize from Clouds of Sils Maria. I believe his name is Lars Edinger. I apologize if I mispronounced that name. But to me, this is Stewart's film through and through, as a lot of scenes have her acting by herself. Stewart's tour de force performance is bolstered by the writing and direction, which make the movie compelling all the way through. Initially, my worries were still imminent with me seeing that it was very eerie, but as the movie progresses, it becomes more of a psychological thriller, which I welcomed, given another subplot that I do not want to give away that comes into the picture that really intensifies the situation that Stewart's character is put in. Stewart's character longs to talk with her brother once again. She doesn't feel like herself. She wants to try on all of these clothes that she is shopping for her boss, but she knows she can't. And might I add, the costume design in this film is excellent, along with the score that does add on to a lot of the more interesting scenes in this film as we do go deeper into Stewart's character. And when we do see Stewart go about doing her routine in whatever situation she is put through, whether shopping or trying to communicate with her dead brother, we are treated to some lush cinematography. This is a stunningly shot film. Paris, where this movie takes place, looks really gorgeous. The pacing to me also felt nicely strung together, running at about an hour and 45 minutes. I never felt this film was way too long or way too short, as I was always invested. Now, I can see why many people would not be captured by this film's story or whatever else it has to offer, because it is an independent film that is under the art house spectrum, and the concept does have to try to make you suspend your disbelief. I was able to suspend my disbelief as far as the movie went with itself, as I don't think it went in too far-fetched of areas, because I really was more invested in the psyche of Stewart's character. Issues I have with this movie are really few and far between. I will say that when it comes to the sequences where Stewart is trying to communicate with otherworldly beings, the effects don't look the best. You can tell this movie was made on a smaller budget. That didn't bother me that much. I will say again that this movie is not for everybody. Just like Clouds of Sils Maria, it's gonna have audiences either bored or not seeing the point of the stories that these films have to offer. But I feel that Olivier Assayas crafted another remarkable film, and in this situation with Personal Shopper goes into a bit of the supernatural that was always palpable to me. I feel that Stewart's performance alone makes this film worth watching. It is as good as Clouds of Sils Maria in my opinion, despite them both being different genres, but they hold themselves to stories that had me engrossed from beginning to end. If you're willing to go through with this different kind of art house film, you will be treated to some top tier acting from Kristen Stewart and the rest of this movie, offering something that I do not want to give away. The more I think about this film, the more I love it. This is one of my favorite movies of 2017 thus far. I highly recommend it. My final verdict for Personal Shopper is 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you all, as always, for watching. Be sure to like this video, comment on what you thought of Personal Shopper, subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll catch you on the next movie review.